Las Vegas Aces player Riquna Williams was arrested in 2023 for 9 different domestic battery charges, including, here we go, strangulation. I don't know, do you know what? Enough women, not all, have said strangulation. And I often wonder when they accuse men of this, if this is just like a kink. Okay, coercion and threatening the use of physical force.
This afternoon.
So here's the...
Noon 8 News now obtaining the 911 calls, alerting police to the alleged domestic violence incident, leading to the arrest of Las Vegas Aces player Riquna Williams.
What's the emergency there, ma'am?
A domestic dispute, my wife.
You're having an issue with your wife?
Yes.
Okay, what's your wife's name?
Riquna Williams.
Right now, Williams faces 7 counts related to domestic battery. She posted
I can't believe that's a girl. I literally cannot believe that's a woman.
bail and is out of jail. She's due in court next week.
Now I'm going to read this article. I literally cannot believe that's a woman. All right. Las Vegas Aces player Riquna Williams was arrested Tuesday following a domestic violence incident. Williams, 33, was taken into custody after getting into an alleged physical altercation with her spouse, whom she accused of cheating, according to ESPN. The WNBA championship winning point guard is reportedly now facing 9 charges related to the incident and has been banned from team activities as the investigation continues. ESPN reports that these charges included 5 felony charges for strangulation, coercion with the threat of violence, and assault with a weapon, while 4 of these charges are for misdemeanor battery. The LA Aces was made aware of domestic violence charges against a member of our team, Riquna Williams. The team said in a statement on Wednesday, as an organization, we condemn domestic violence of any kind. At this time, she will be precluded from participating in team activities. The team continued, our thoughts are with the parties involved in the situation. We are currently gathering more information, and as such, we will not have any further comments at the time. Williams was released from jail without bail. According to ESPN, under the condition, she's had no contact with her wife and complies with alcohol monitoring rules ahead of her next court appearance in early August. Clark County inmate records shows Williams is no longer in custody. The outlet reported that Williams accused her wife of cheating and later left the house to stay at a hotel, taking her wife's cell phone with her. On the phone, Williams alleged she found evidence of an affair. They're always cheating with men because, again, they stay with women because they can't get the men they want to commit, because lesbians always look like something like this. If they're hot, they ruin their beauty really fast. I'll kill you here and walk myself to jail, Williams told her wife. Okay, she might have actually did it. Okay, as she strangled her, according to the report. Okay. The Associated Press reported Williams was arrested in 2019 for a separate domestic violence incident in Florida and was charged with 2 felony counts of assaulting a partner and making a threat with a firearm. She pleaded not guilty and the charges were eventually dismissed. Yeah, so then there's another one. Next, we got Shoni Schimmel was arrested on charges of assaulting her girlfriend. And guys, I'd like to say, I got a comment last show. And this is going to be a little off topic. I know I'm bad at pronouncing names. I know it. It's been very, and it's probably not going to change. So that's just going to happen. If you can't deal with it, there's someone else you can go to. I'm just being honest here. I have difficulty pronouncing names. It's just something I've struggled with. So sometimes I butcher names. It is what it is. That's all.
Following an arrest Friday in northeastern Oregon, former WNBA All-Star and New York Liberty player Shoni Schimmel pleaded not guilty to assaulting a former partner. According to the Oregonian, Schimmel has been charged with assault, strangulation of an inmate dating partner, and assault resulting in substantial bodily injury due to an incident alleged to have occurred on June 13th, 2021. The 29-year-old Schimmel was first arrested the next day on charges including felony assault and criminal mischief. A jury trial is set to begin in June. Schimmel faces a max sentence of 15 years in prison, 3 years supervised, released, and a $250,000 fine if convicted. As a rookie, Schimmel was named MVP in the 2014 WNBA All-Star Game with the Atlanta Dream. The 2-time All-Star also played for the Liberty in 2016. Her last season in WNBA was in 2018 with the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay. Okay, so now we got this. Again, another hefty woman, right? Like, I would say she's probably the hottest of the three, but would you guys do it? Like, I just want to know in the chat, put a 1. I mean, obviously the bar is pretty low. Like, she's like a 3. But be honest, on a slow Tuesday, she made it really easy. She lives next to the bar. She made it, it's been a minute. Like, there's no, she's saying, come on, daddy, and like next door. Are you going to do it? David says would. I knew somebody would. And there's always somebody. Do you know what, guys? If you see a girl like this and a guy's taking her seriously, I know she's a lesbian, let's pretend. But if you see a girl like this and you wonder, why is this guy taking this woman seriously? Guarantee she's got a good gluck. I've had a conversation and with a friend of mine, and he said, look, if a girl can do a good gluck, I would literally marry her. He's like, that is all it would take. And he told me this story about this girl that was like a complete whore, had sex with everyone in his friend group. And he's like, look, I liked her so much. It was so embarrassing because she had this one, I'm not going to say what it was, but she had this one thing that she, I guess, did in the bedroom. And do you know what? This guy's worth a lot of money. He's worth like $9 million, something like, and he's a young guy. So that's all that's why do you think stars get married? You know, I did street interviews once and I asked guys, do you want a girl that's a good cook or gives good head? Do you know how many men their answer was, you know what, we can Uber Eats. Problem is the gluck stops after the wedding. Look, I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. Look, this is just what I found in life. If you wonder, you think she's not hot, there's no redeeming qualities. What is it? That's what it is. All right. Some men have mental problems. Do you know what? I don't think he did because this guy can afford Uber Eats. Do you know what I mean? He's got money. What else does he need from a woman? Like if he can afford his own food, what does he need? Companionship? You guys don't want to talk to women. Not for that long anyway. He's like, look, if she just shut up and did the gluck, he's like, that's all she would have to do. That's it. And this girl hooked up with his whole friend group. Yeah. So Schimmel, 29, is charged assault by strangulation of an intimate dating partner and assault resulting in substantial bodily injury. According to the indictment, Schimmel is accused of strangling her partner in June of 2021. The indictment says Schimmel further assaulted her partner and caused substantial bodily injury. Schimmel was arrested by federal officers in February, was arraigned and pleaded not guilty in federal court. A jury is scheduled to begin on June 14th. Schimmel grew up in Umatilla Reservation in Oregon and played prep basketball in Hermiston and at Franklin High School in Portland before becoming a breakout star at the University of Louisville. She was an 8th overall pick in the 2014 WNBA draft by the Atlanta Dream. She averaged 6.6 points a game. She's not making it to the league. 6 points in 2 seasons there with the All-Star game appearances both year. With 6 points a game, she made All-Star. The bar is so low in women's sports. Including being named most valuable player as a rookie. She was featured in the 2011 documentary Off the Res, which profiled her upbringing on an Indian reservation and basketball career. So again, she's using feminism. Poor me, I'm a victim. I came from an Indian reservation, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you guys know how it is. Not all. If convicted, Schimmel faces up to 15 years in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a fine of $250,000. Feminism is eating itself, everybody. Why is Pearl pushing butch girls on us every show? I'm not pushing. We're talking about the WNBA. What do you think are my options here? I mean, there's like 2 hot women in the WNBA. Doug MPA says if she was the only one left at the bar at 2 a.m., I would do it. Thank you for being honest, Doug MPA. I appreciate the honesty. Because some of you guys act like you're above certain things, but you're not, okay? If you were desperate enough, you might. Sports and activity reduces fat, builds muscle, tells the body not to get ready for a baby. Stress aggression does the same. lesbians and infertility. They're doing it so they can reduce the population. I bet she's got an XY chromosome like that Olympic runner, Samaya, and the boxer from Algeria. Pearl, many years ago, a friend told me his girl wanted him. Oh, wait, I read that already. This platform is provided for these people to preach. Okay. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about Angel Reese and her position that the WNBA players might strike at the end of the 2025 season. Can you imagine? Like, imagine you're losing a company millions of dollars every year and say, do you know what? I'm not working. They're just going to get cut. We know the WNBA loses money every year. The last season, the WNBA lost $40 million. And this woman has the nerve to even suggest that the players sit out this season.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Do you? Do you deserve more? Be honest. Do you? You have a $40 million loss in the league. This is how we end up so delusional, really, because the world, it's just crazy how much of a loser a woman can be. Like, a woman can be an absolute loser and the world will still tell her she's a winner. Like, if you're the best guy at a company losing $40 million a year, you're going to kind of know you ain't shit, right? But she somehow thinks that she's a winner. Anyways.
Of course,
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
Would anybody notice if they went on strike? I wouldn't. And I loved women's sports, guys. I played it for 20 years of it was a big part of my life, but I can be honest. I saw how empty the stands were. I saw it. The only way women's sports will make money is if it becomes a drama thing, right? And they make money as influencers or they get naked. That's it. That's the only way.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year, or the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the...
Yeah, and so they nag. They make less money every year, and they just nag and nag and nag and ask for more. So you guys, if you think you can make a woman happy, we can't.
meetings, they are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meetings.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility.
I hope they do, because that would be very funny for me to cover. That would be hilarious.
For real.
Yeah. I'm pocket watching because when it's my time, I need to be getting paid.
No, we're not doing this again. W players demanding more money in 2025? Oh, come on! The money is on the way. Caitlin Clark already brought in the private planes you wanted. You just have to be patient. Sitting out is not the answer. The league still hasn't made a profit, so sitting out would save them money. They want you to sit out. And what more does Angel Reese want? She's already everywhere.
I can run from me, but I can't hide from me.
I just had my Angel Reese meal from McDonald's after buying my Angel Reese puffs for breakfast.
See, do you see? She's like a loser, right? She's a complete loser. And she's on the cover of a cereal. Can you imagine as a man being a loser and still get, like, this is what, why do you think we're such bad people? The whole world, it starts from childhood. We, like, the dad simp. And then we get older and the school simp. And then we get older and the men simp. It's just, it's a simpidemic out here.
While I was wearing my Angel Reese Reeboks, every time she grabs her own rebound, she earns another sponsorship.
If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we said.
This isn't empowering women, and it's not good for women's sports. All this is entitlement. The right thing to do
I think they should just cut it. Yeah, they might just cut the league. Who cares?
is grow the league organically.
Nah, cut it.
So they can afford to pay you those massive contracts you want. Otherwise, you're just demanding more money from the NBA.
You know, we could just take a donation around the NBA, maybe.
Since that's where all the funding for the W comes from. There was a point in time where everyone thought there was no hope for the W. The only time you heard about them was when they were complaining about salaries.
They're doing themselves a disservice by just complaining.
Even when NBA players
Nagging, that's what we do. That's what we do the best.
tried to promote the league,
Says a guy who hasn't been to a WNBA game all season but sent a jersey and recorded a scripted video. it was nice of him to even do that.
They're rejected.
They don't watch our games. They don't know us.
Well, then be more entertaining. Do you see what I mean? It's like people don't watch, and instead of being more entertaining, I mean, they might as well just start like make it a reality TV show. It'll make money. That's the only way. You might as well throw your like any resemblance of classiness out the window. The only time people started watching the WNBA is when Caitlin Clark was like fighting with this girl, I think Angel Reese, and Angel Reese was being a bitch to her, and that was the only time. Drama was really only the way they're going to watch women's sports, because it's definitely not going to be from talent, unfortunately.
They don't ask us our opinions about anything.
The WNBA just couldn't stay out of its own way, but now the league is growing. There's potential, but
why do you assume guys are lying when they say that they turn down skank pussy? You don't know any men who have high standards. Not at 2 a.m. I don't know a single guy after a couple drinks. I literally do not. I know men that lie, but yeah, no. Do I know any guy that slept with a girl? Why? Because I meet the women. And do you know what? I had this girl I knew who was just not attractive at all. And I saw the men in her roster. Okay. That happens to you enough times as a woman where you see how out of the league women sleep. No, don't believe you. And do you know what? I don't believe you guys because I've seen how low you guys are willing to go.
the players sitting out is the last thing it needs right now. Could you imagine if Caitlin Clark wasn't playing basketball for the W this season, or even if she went somewhere else? That would be devastating for the league. That's one way to make sure you don't get those contracts. We've already said it a million times.
Girl would watch if they started letting trans women in. I think they should. They voted for this. Let them in. That'll be hilarious.
The revenue you bring in decides.
Pearl, check your text and said, okay.
What you get paid. That's how all businesses work. I don't, and I will never understand why W players think they deserve money they aren't earning. They say it's unfair. What's unfair is demanding higher salaries from a league that's losing money. You earn middle-class income to play basketball for a few months.
Let's be clear, mate. This is not Syria, mate.
Plus millions from endorsements. Just be patient and wait for the league to grow.
It won't grow. Will you put the screen down for just 1 second? Yeah, you're good. Okay. Apparently, Doug MPA sent... Okay.
Oh, not again! Angel Reese 3
Okay, how do I make this big? Do I have to zoom in? I think I have to zoom in on Instagram. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is...
3-point shot missed by Reese right here. Watching because of me, too. Caitlin Clark could never make that pass. Bang! Build a campfire around her. Look at all that space. Bang!
Oh, man.
Fake. Got him. Free play. Aaron Rodgers. Bang, bang! You'll never see a less enthused teammate than Cardoso on the bench. No confidence in Reese. Look at this. Casually. She's dead. Dead! They say the safest place to be when a nuclear missile goes off is next to Angel Reese's jump shot. Because nobody's around. Bang! I mean, the disrespect here. She gets the ball, the defender retreats to the paint. Almost went in. Bang. Man, social distancing in 2024 is crazy. COVID was 4 years ago. Bang! They said free tees for Angel Reese's threes. Everybody shirtless. Bang! How she got to the All-Star game, who knows? Did she hit a three? Hell no. Bang!
Wait, put it down for a second. I'm going to do... Yeah, it's down. Okay. I'm going to do the next one. This one. Okay.
Angel Reese!
Oh, wait, no. It's down, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Are these the same video? Which one did I play last time? Hold on. Davidson. Oh, these are different. Okay. It's just, I think it's the same guy animating it, maybe?
Special edition! Long twos! Let's go!
Okay, wait. Let me...
Oh, no! Not...
Okay. Okay, it's the same.
This is now America's favorite shot. Bang! Going on the campaign trail. Make bad shots great again. Bang! The fun fact for you. Did you know she is shooting 26% from 16 to 24 feet this year? Bang! My math is done correctly. That means you have a better chance of being struck by lightning than seeing Angel Reese knock in a long two. Bang! How does that one AJR song go? Bang, bang, bang! Her teammates don't even want to pass her the ball. Look at the hesitation on that. No! No! Stop it! Bang! She recently called herself a stretch 4 on her own podcast. I guess that means pigs must be flying now. For Celsius, Red Bull, or bang! Stop using that jab. Stop.
So
They are not
bad.
guarding you. They are giving you plenty of space to shoot the ball. Cooking now, brother. Jab.
Yeah, they're like, go ahead. Like, I've been in that point in basketball where you just give them so much space because you're like, they're going to miss.
Long 2, butter pecan, bang. That's my stretch 4 queen. My queen. Mine. Bang.
Yeah. Well, look, this is, as much as I loved women's sports, guys, I got to be honest. There's pros and cons. There's no right or wrong decision when it comes to women's sports. The pro as a woman is you're more coachable and you develop work ethic, okay? The con is you can literally waste your life chasing a league that's like play pretend because they don't make money. And the only way that leagues make money, it's never going to get better unless there's drama or they make money off of brand deals or OnlyFans. That's really it. What percentage of men are at bars at 2 a.m.? Expand the male sample size. Okay. It's an expression. Now you can get women off of Tinder. You can get like hot women you can just pay for them. But yeah, right time, right place. I think a lot of guys would go pretty low. You guys you're not going to gaslight me. You're not. You can try to gaslight me and say, I have these high standards, but I've seen too much. I'm officially black-pilled. I'm black-pilled on how low men will go. I'm black-pilled on female nature. Black-pilled.